Hello everyone. In this video, we will explain why we use the prefix eco in the name of our project, how much resources and therefore money owners of eco-friendly apartments will save, and also we will talk about what sustainable construction means and why in the future all projects will be sustainable.
So green building. Green building when we started really working on green building about 20 years ago, and it's basically just to try and deal with the environmental challenges that are facing us now, but to do it in a way that benefits everybody, because really actually there's benefits for everybody. So some of the things that green building tries to tackle are, of course, climate change, so that deals a lot with energy. But not only that, but also water efficiency. I mean, how are we protecting and using our water resources? How do we keep people healthy in buildings? How do we protect them if there's a power outage or there's crazy temperatures and crazy weather? So because of all those things, and because we're having more and more people on the planet, basically we have to be smarter about the way we use our resources and the way we build our buildings. Buildings consume about 40% of the energy in the world, and they also consume about 40% of the resources, trees, things to make concrete, that kind of thing. So buildings basically are the biggest impact on the environment. Of course, there's transportation and the food industry and all that, but buildings, surprisingly, are the biggest impact. So that's why there's a lot of attention on buildings right now. And there are green building certification systems from many countries around the world. There's about 70 or 80 different certification systems around the world. The one from the United States is very popular. There's one from the UK that's popular. We work in those, and then there's one from the World Bank that's very popular. And the advantage of using a green building certification system is basically that it verifies the performance that you said you're going to achieve as actually achieved. So that's one advantage, is you get this third-party confirmation of what you've done, which is fantastic. The other advantage of having a green building certificate is that it's a really easy way for you to communicate to your customers, to clients, to potential tenants or buyers of your property, if that's what you're doing. Then you have an easy way to show them what the performance is and that you actually achieve this certification. In the broader industry, like with realtors and banks, it also is actually a very effective way to communicate. Once you have a certification that's comprehensive, it eliminates a lot of the questions about the performance of your building. So it makes investment a lot easier in some cases, and it builds bank confidence. So the green building certification itself adds a lot of value to green building and makes it easier to do.
Okay. Our company name is RDM Design Group. We have like 4 departments. First one is the architecture design, interior design, construction management, and also the strategic design. And we have been for the Layan Green Park project. We are the leading designer for the project. Our main role is taking care of all architectural design, interior design, structure and building system design. Most challenging design for the Layan Green Park project is because our main goal, we would like to get the green certificate. And we work very closely with the ARDOR company, which is the special in the green building certificate. And this is quite very difficult because all system we have to pass the standard of the green building. And if we can pass all of this is going to be the first project in Phuket.
So our company, ARDOR Group, was founded in 2005. And originally our focus was on architecture. So we were focused on residential towers, and we've worked on over 100 residential towers since that time. But then shortly after that, in about 2015, we decided to create divisions within our ARDOR Group. And so we created ARDOR Interiors, ARDOR Design Build. Then, of course, we maintain the ARDOR Architecture division, and then also added ARDOR Green, which is the division that I head up. So there are many ecological standards around the world for all kinds of topics, because ecology is a very comprehensive interdisciplinary science. But it's important for us to be able to measure what we're doing and measure any impact that we might have from what we're doing. So obviously we have climate change that's facing us right now and is presenting a real threat to livability in cities, our food supplies, the stability of the economy going forward, even international security because of potential cross-border migration. So we really have to understand what our impacts are. And because of that, to try and make that a little bit easier, green building certifications kind of put together a bunch of standards into a package and build them into the software, if there's software to do the evaluation. And that's the case basically with the systems that we use, whether it's the one from the United States or it's the one from the World Bank. Those systems build in and refer to certain standards from our designs and from the operation of the building. And so all those systems reference some type of ecological standards. Some things that standards look at for green buildings is energy performance. How is the building designed so that it's energy efficient? How is it impacting even ozone? So are there any chemicals used in the building that destroy the ozone layer? What's the water efficiency of the building? So what's the flow and the flush rate of the water fixtures? Land use is also included. So how are we conserving important tracts of land, and how are we setting up green spaces? And also indoor air quality or the toxic environment inside a building. So are we creating a healthy environment inside the building or not creating a healthy environment? People spend 90% of their time inside, so we should probably make some effort to have a healthy indoor environment. So all of these have standards related to them. And in most systems, they tend to be included and put together comprehensively in a green building system to make them easier to use.
For example, like the water system, the electric, and also the air conditioning. The most interesting system is the water system. The wastewater, we have to 100% recycle to reuse the water inside the project, not drain the wastewater out, because we would like to make sure that we save all the environment for this area. Many material that we have to select it very carefully for the project. For example, like the glass that we have to protect all the heat from the sun to inside the building in order to save all energy, and also like all the sanitary fixture that we have to make sure that the water flow rate is meet the standard of the EDGE certificate also. One interesting system is about the solar system that we're trying to use the top roof of our building to cover with the solar system in order to produce the electric system to use for the project. We cannot use for the whole project, but at least it's for landscape and for some common area, just to save the energy.
So the EDGE Green Building System was launched in 2014 by the IFC, which is a member of the World Bank. It was created by the IFC, and it's a part of its Green Buildings Market Transformation Program, which is more comprehensive than just EDGE. It actually includes working with governments to make green building standards or energy efficiency standards that are mandatory. It also involves the IFC working with the banking system in each country to make it so that it can recognize green buildings and reward them. And then of course there's EDGE, which is a green building system which is voluntary. And the way that works is that projects that want to achieve a higher performance than the minimum, that actually want to stand out in the market, that they can say, hey, this is what we're doing. We're going to be smart about our design, and we want to be recognized for it. So that's where EDGE comes in. For Thailand, there's only one project that's been certified, and that's a warehouse. So we're looking at Layan Green Park being the second project. We're really excited about that because it's the first hospitality project, and it's also the second project for Thailand. And so Thailand has some work to do to catch up with Vietnam. But I have a feeling, we all have a feeling actually, with the IFC, that because the Thai market is sophisticated with market economies and supportive in property development, that going forward things should move very fast with EDGE. There's also signals from large investors with large portfolios in Thailand that they also will be applying EDGE to all of their projects, all of their new projects. So there's things should be moving very quickly. We're encouraged that the market's going to grow fast. And looking at Layan Green Park, we're excited that it's the leader. Basically, it's going to be a demonstration to the rest of the market that EDGE and green buildings are both possible, doable, that they're effective, that they're cost effective, and can help project owners save money. But they can also be beautiful. Obviously, this is a resort project, so we're excited that we can also demonstrate that it can be aesthetically pleasing and something very comfortable, but also green at the same time. Our experience so far actually has been really good with the Layan Green Park team too, though. They've shown a real commitment to green and to sustainability, and not only wanting just to go for EDGE certification, but also for an advanced certification. So with an advanced certification, an advanced EDGE certification, you have to achieve at least 40% energy efficiency. And for this project, we're looking at around 42% without solar panels, and then about 50% with solar panels. So the project is aiming for a high level of certification, but actually the payback is not very many years, and the impact is huge. Also, with this particular project, we've got water efficiency at 30 to 35%, which is excellent, and materials impact at 43 to 48% less. So the project has a very strong showing in all the three main areas of assessment for EDGE.